right? So we are looking at that direction. So we check all these interfaces, and we have to do little modification for signaling. But this is doing basically with the flow management. Since I want to go to the results and show you something, if you want more things, you can ask later, but I will go a little faster in this point of view. So the main technologies we are looking at, LTE network and the wireless. Of course, when we are, the main issue is the capacity variation. If you take wireless net system, when the people are coming into the cell, the capacity changes. And wireless network also, WLAN, also depending on the number of users, channel quality will change, or depending on other factors. So many changes in the channel quality and the user performance, and the amount of the capacity varies during the sessions even. So this is a great challenge. Adaptively find it out the capacity, and switching depending on the service type is a great challenge, because we don't want to disappoint the user, because user try to get the better service. So that is a little challenging. That's why I want to highlight these 2 points, the capacity point of view. The lower part you can see wireless LAN, when you have the users accessing uplink, because they try to fight with the channel access. For the downlink we don't have this problem. The access point has the capacity to give control, but the downlink side we have this channel access issue, both system even, but critical in the wireless LAN. So this is the structure that we make for the simulation, and will be discussed a little later. The reference simulator implementation, basically we totally implemented the access technology, both wireless LAN and LTE, and user also we make the capability to simultaneous access from the simulation point of view. And this one of the major consideration is this mobile IPv6. This is the part we have to look in, because when you have multi-flow handling, one of the key areas that we have to look in, that how the flows can be get together and handled. This is the flow management, and which is done with mobile IPv6, which provide the more than 2 care of addresses. That means multiple care of address capabilities. So that's why we're using mobile IPv6 for this implementation. So very brief overview about flow management. So detecting certain traffic flows based on available network interface, of course considering the capacities as well. So as I said, capacities are changing time to time depending on the user constellation, channel conditions, and all other factors. And of course we have to prioritize the flows based on service requirements, quality of service, and also the priorities which they get. Of course, finally the cost also. People looking at the cost. So when you go to the wireless LAN, you want to get it more in wireless LAN. And when you want to have more important services like voice to the from the other route to pay less. And flow management, we are talking about 2 scenarios. Traffic flow switching changes total path from one to the other, and also we looking at the flow splitting. If you have one flow, we can split over 2, but the reordering is really difficult in this aspect. So key consideration for our implementation, one thing is LTE and wireless LAN capacity estimation, as I discussed, which is varies. So we have to get the feedback how this channel variation have the effect is. So we need to patch in the PDCP layer and get the metering function that how the PDCP layer handle each user flows. And we get the feedback to the other management unit that the variation quickly can be adapted. That's one area. The other area is subflow aggregation. When the several flows coming, you have to aggregate, you have to get together them, and you have to make TCP, and we have the TCP and UDP flows at the moment. And those 2 flows we have to aggregate. So our simulation scenario, and we use 2 scenarios. One 3GPP handover. This is either one system will access the network, either LTE or wireless LAN. The other one is multiple Multi-P means you have a multiple access simultaneously. So the scenario is we have the same simulator, we define the total LTE coverage, and we have 4 hotspot with the wireless LAN. And we did the simulation, and this is also another way of showing the results, a very good way of showing the results. You can show this in this way, very many results within one chart. This is called spider web graph. That you can get voice over IP end-to-end delay. You have 2 scenarios here. These are the 2 scenarios. You can get voice over IP delay, HTTP, FTP, Skype, and handover video end-to-end delay. All these axes, you can see that this dark one, this multi-P system, the Skype video, the video-based application get lower delay. It's close to the origin. But of course, HTTP and FTP a little bit higher. But for the first case, we don't have that flexibility, the bigger one. For the delay performance, high average delay performance is bad. Similarly, we come into the other side. For the video applications, we use mean opinion score. Mean opinion score basically to evaluate the user perception and how you graded the quality of the calls. And we use this. And in this case, it should be higher the value. It should be closer to the 5 is the best. And if you're above 4, it's still very good, but you should be above 3. So you can see all 3 applications when you use multi access technologies, you can get high performance. For the uplink also I have performance. We did this is downlink and uplink performance. There also you can see key difference of delay. Delay, uplink performance, this is the throughput. You have a high throughput, and of course, when you have high throughput, you have low delay. And the other way for the other system, right? And the video and audio, similar performance. For the video, you need to have a mean opinion score high value, of course, with the standard deviation. It can be shown for both cases is better. And at the end, I want to summarize. Because this is only one part of the simulations. We did many simulations, many different access technologies, and we already submitted the proposal to the standard committees that this has to be changed, because in near future we have to use multiple access schemes. Otherwise, there is no point in having several access to very capable mobiles in our hands, and we have so many devices. And it is able to access all the things. It is available, but the standard is not providing. This is not good. It should be allowed by the standards. That's the idea of this presentation. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, we can discuss later. You can take my paper and you can read a little bit more and you can get more information of this. Thank you very much.